Hello, I'm Sam. I'm joined here with Matt and Cameron, and our subject for today is gaming coming to an end? Find out now on 8-Bit Gaming.
Press start.
Okay, so gaming's become extremely popular ever since the very first console came out. For example, there were games like Tetris, there were games like Space Invader, and
Don't forget about E.T.
Oh, E.T., yes, the best game in the world.
That caused the console crash of whenever it was, 1980?
I think so, yeah. The game was pretty much pointless, really.
Yeah, well, it was one guy that made it on his own in a few weeks.
I mean, that's relatively impressive,
yeah.
But then again, it was really bad.
It was more of a cash grab, really.
Literally, because it was by the holiday season. Yeah. He got tasked with doing it on his own. It's kind of feel sorry for him.
So the subject we're trying to stick to today is mostly gaming, but mostly to the death of gaming.
That probably won't happen, though.
I mean, a lot of people think it won't happen, but there's also a lot of evidence saying that it will end. Because, for example, for first-person shooters, Call of Duty's starting to get a bit old, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
every game is the same. Like, the storyline may be different, but the gameplay is no different. People get bored very fast, they expect new things, and when they get something that it's disappointing, they're not going to buy the next game. So what if this happens with other games, for example...
FIFA?
Well, FIFA's already dead. FIFA's disgusting.
Yeah. The last Call of Duty I actually bought was Infinite Warfare. No, it wasn't even Infinite, it was Advanced.
Actually, Infinite Warfare is a good example.
Yeah.
How bad that crashed.
Yeah, like if the game was
repetitive, 1 million dislikes.
If a game is constantly repetitive, then people are going to get bored of it. And for example, when it comes to like death of games, let's talk about the Mass Effect trilogy. Mass Effect 1, 2 and 3 were all extremely successful for BioWare.
3.
Come on, 3 was successful. Go away!
The end.
3 was successful, but wasn't critically acclaimed.
Yeah, and but the thing that killed the trilogy would definitely be Mass Effect Andromeda, which is
Saga.
The newest the newest game for the trilogy.
Saga.
Saga, yeah, Saga. But everyone was disappointed with the game. I mean, I'm one of the biggest Mass Effect fans out there, and I was disgusted with the game.
It crippled the studio.
Yeah, it did. $4 million and over 10 years. 10 years? Did I say 10 years? No, I can't remember the exact time. I think it was roughly 5-6 years they had to make the game. And it's just... How could they... There's so much they could have done with it. Like, they only mentioned Shepard from the main other games twice. People were very disappointed with that. And the mission, like, the story was only 2 hours long if you played it all in one go. It was kind of pathetic. And also, if we talk about other games that have died, it would definitely be FIFA, like you said. Because it's just the same thing over and over. And I know you're a fan of WWE.
That's actually
like
quite
2K18,
but
17.
it's dying.
It's just the same thing over and over.
I mean, they're slowly adding more features, but it just gets boring after a while.
Yeah, but something that won't die for any time soon, for some reason it's become extremely popular, is Battle Royale games. For example, we've got Fortnite, which I recently only just played for the first time with Matt and a few other friends, and then there's Player Ultimate Battleground, which I've actually played with Cam quite a few times.
I stole his gun.
Yeah, we've never gone...
the ammo.
Yeah, I took the ammo for the gun and he took the weapon. And
the question is, will that formula eventually go stale?
It probably
will.
It will,
it definitely will.
It's the next Call of Duty, definitely.
Yeah, it's just because they can't really develop too much on Battle Royale, can they? Like, for example, Fortnite just brought out a new 70-70 mode, like 70 versus 70. 20, what did I get 70 from?
It's 20 versus
20 versus 20 versus 20 versus 20, yeah. They'll also bring out shopping charts.
You can ride shopping carts.
And jetpacks, so they're sort of copying the PUBG formula.
Yeah,
and you know what the original Battle Royale game was? Minecraft survival games. That was lit.
I think that actually was. I never actually played Minecraft.
You never played Minecraft survival games?
No, not really.
That's a game that needs to die.
Yeah, it needs to die. It should have died a long time
Back in 2012, me and some mates used to always play Hunger Games on the Xbox 360 version. It was so fun. I was sad, yeah, I know.
But obviously something else which is killing a lot of games off, for example, EA Star Wars Battlefront 2 is microtransactions. A lot of microtransactions.
It's just like FIFA then another...
EA seems to be very well known for this.
They did so bad with microtransactions that Disney's cutting ties with them.
Well, that's we haven't confirmed it yet, but there has been suspicion of them cutting ties with it.
That's not going to be good on EA.
No, because they're actually one of the biggest gaming companies in the world at the moment. Unfortunately, yeah. But FIFA, for example, like we said earlier, it's just the same game
It's
each
trash.
time.
I feel like this
I've never
repetitive
liked
formula
FIFA.
and microtransactions will be the death of gaming eventually.
For example, even consoles. I mean, currently we have virtual reality in progress right now, which I find very impressive. Like I think the latest game that works relatively well for it is the new Fallout 4 virtual reality game.
Don't forget about Rick and Morty VR, only for those intellectuals, am I right?
Okay, well, that was only really like a beta kind of game. It was only a few minutes long, depending on how long you wanted to do it. I know it was a joke.
I mean, the game.
Yeah, the game was a joke.
Yeah, it's a bit ridiculous. But obviously, with virtual reality, we've still got a long way to go. So I don't think consoles will die off anytime soon. But things like the 360 have pretty much died. The PlayStation 3, you can get them ridiculously cheap now. No one buys them.
Okay, so the only reason people really get Xbox 360s anymore is like having JTAG. Like honestly, that's just the only reason.
What's JTAG? Is that modding?
Yeah, modding.
Oh yeah, I actually tried to. I admit I tried to mod my Xbox at one point, but I was too scared to dismantle it because mine obviously didn't come with the attachment card. Obviously, 10 years apart. I'm not a rebel. I'm a good kid.
Yeah, you lose your warranty if you do.
Yeah. So obviously, with virtual reality being the future of gaming at the moment, we've got so much more to expect. So obviously, gaming's going to go on for a very long time. It's one of the most popular things like going on in the world. For example, like movies and TV. Like people don't do that as much as gaming anymore.
Gradually getting slower and slower, getting smaller. Things like Netflix are growing.
Yeah.
Gaming's been going on for ages.
PlayStations and Xbox are sort of becoming your new TV box.
Literally.
Yeah. Now, I only use my Xbox 360 for watching DVDs now. I mean, I personally don't have a VR device because they're so expensive.
I just don't watch DVDs.
But yeah, I definitely think there's so much more we can progress on with VR. For example, even movement. For example, they've got a kind of work in progress, which popular YouTuber by the name of Markiplier actually tested out. It's kind of like a mini treadmill where you're attached into it from your waist, and you walk around in game. For example, it works with Gmod. That's the only game it works with at the moment. And so obviously there's so much more. Gaming's not going to end anytime soon.
There's also a new TV show coming out. I mean, this is fiction, but there's a band in this TV show. I think it's called the Urbana Band, which simulates like electrocutes you and simulates emotions and all that. And that's a possible step in the future that we could have one day.
Yeah, like we could attach the gaming for that. Maybe feeling. I mean, I'd rather not, but feeling pain in the game. For example, getting shot. I mean, that would just that seems a bit ridiculous saying it out loud. It sounded better in my head, but
Quite insane.
and obviously, but when we're wrapping this up, what's happening is I don't think gaming's going to end anytime soon.
Could I
but I definitely think it's
my hat in
inevitable.
Can I quickly chuck my hat in for the VR bit?
Yeah, sure.
So there's an anime called Sword Art Online. Yeah. God damn it.
God, we've got a weeaboo.
Yeah, sure. I haven't actually watched it. I've seen game theory on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like it full on delves into virtual reality and like just the whole idea of it and how it could control your life.
There's also movies like, I don't know what it's called, but there's a Spielberg film coming out soon.
Player One Ready or something.
That's it, yeah. There's a lot of
I really want to see that actually. But let's not go off on a tangent.
This isn't films.
Yeah,
It's gaming.
see, as I said, we're just going to wrap this up, and I definitely think gaming is going to end. It's inevitable, but not anytime soon. Just because eventually people will constantly want something new, and it become impossible to make something new. But
I personally feel like it's not going to end anytime soon. It's going to be going on for a long, long time, especially with releases like Red Dead 2, The Last of Us 2, anything with a 2 in it.
anything with a 2 in it, really.
Minecraft 2.
If we look at the first Last of Us, absolute man, it's practically artwork.
Okay, so I think we've all agreed that gaming's not going to end anytime soon, but we do think it is going to end at some point. Obviously not in our generation.
No.
Like we'll all be dead.
Three generations maybe.
Yeah, but I think it will end and something else will replace it.
It might end up just being going to a VR pod. That's just been our life, living our worlds in games.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
But anyway, so
It'd
that's
be like cryogenic freezing.
But that's it from 8-Bit Podcast today. This is me, Sam,
This is Matt.
And I'm Cameron.
and we shall see you in the next episode. Turning off.